The world's largest internet search engine, Google, picked KCK out of thousands of cities to test its new ultra-high-speed broadband connection.
Kansas City, Missouri tried but failed to get Google's new business. It raises new questions about competition between the two cities. Christina Medina talked with leaders on both sides of the state line.
Well, one of the questions tonight, how will Kansas City, Missouri continue to fight Kansas for these big economic deals? Hunter Shoptaw with the computer store in Kansas City, Missouri works on about 30 different computers every day. So you'd think when Google announced they were putting the ultra high-speed internet in KCK, he'd be upset, but
I actually live in Kansas City, Kansas. From a residential standpoint, I'm very excited about it. From a business standpoint, I can kind of see why they did.
And a woman who saw potential for Wyandotte County years ago says this is one more win for Kansas City, Kansas.
It's just really thrilling. I mean, you know, a community doesn't mind being associated with Google.
The former mayor helped bring the Speedway and the Legends to town with the soccer stadium, and now Google in place. She says fighting over good deals will never stop.
I think there's always going to be competition, be it across state line, across city line, across county line for economic development.
But KCMO's mayor-elect Sly James says he doesn't see Google going to KCK as a loss.
It's a great thing for this region. We're going to benefit by this. This is something that we ought to be happy about. We shouldn't be sad. We shouldn't be looking at ourselves as having lost something. We've gained something.
He admits his loyalty is to KCMO, but wants to look at Kansas City as a region.
Us talking about competing with Kansas is a losing game. We need to be talking about us and Kansas competing against Chicago, competing against New York, competing against Miami.
But if you ask the man who works in one state and lives in another,
I think Kansas City, Missouri still has a good, strong lead on this, but I can definitely see them starting to slip if they don't pull things together.
He thinks the competition will continue. Christina Medina, NBC Action News.
Well, Google says the new fiber network will give people in Kansas City, Kansas, some of the fastest internet access in the country, more than 100 times faster than it is now. But when exactly will that happen? At least one local expert says it could take years.
It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of planning. So you're going to see a lot of planning come in. While their goal is 2012, it's a very, it might be a tough goal to meet.
KCK beat out 1,100 other cities for the fiber project, including Overland Park and Topeka.